Back once again with the Renegade Master. Does anyone remember that song? Let's jump in. So today I want to talk about a really, really popular topic. Like, I'm sure the initial teaching is something that you've heard before, but I want to kind of look at it from a slightly different perspective and to share something that I feel is much more relevant these days, but also much more powerful for you in using this particular tool. So what is it? Proximity is power. Who we spend time with has a massive impact on us. And I'm sure, like the one I just quoted, that you've heard or seen many, many, many quotes that express how important it is to be aware of who you spend time with, even more than that, who you spend the most time with. And I particularly recommend this when it comes to supporting yourself. And this video and this channel is all about supporting yourself to unleash your warrior within, to speak your truth with confidence from live and virtual stages. So it's really focusing on you. And of course, that has a ripple effect. And I'm not saying like be a totally selfish person. Yes, show up for other people as well. But focusing on you, who you spend your time with and who you have certain conversations with when you're going through something difficult can have a massive impact on how you feel, how you continue to show up, what you do afterwards, etc., etc. And just generally speaking in our lives, who we spend our time with can influence, impact, have an effect on who we are, what we do with our time, what we wear, what we eat, where we go, what we see, etc., etc. So many things can be impacted by who we spend our time with. So suffice to say, first and most importantly, really ensure that you've got an incredibly powerful tribe, an awesome community, a circle, a wolf pack, whatever you want to call it, but a group of people that you know you can go and have certain conversations with. And maybe it's different people for certain areas of your life: business conversations, relationship conversations, health conversations, etc., etc. But knowing that who you speak to can hugely influence how you feel and what you do next. Ensure that you've got a circle of people that you can rise with, that you can grow with, that you can lean on, that you can have support from and provide support to as well. So number one, of course, and most importantly in this video, that you may or may not, and that's why I've dug into it a little bit deeper, just in case anybody hasn't, really ensure that you've got a powerful community, a powerful tribe, a powerful inner tight circle of people that you know you can reach out to for certain areas of your life. And number two, this is what I found to be more important. I think more often than not these days, everybody's heard about having a powerful tribe who you spend time with impacts your bank balance, your health, your wellness, your etc., etc. But I think there's another one. I'm trying to remember it now. I've been trying to think about it as I've been going through this video. The 5 people you spend time with, you'll end up having a similar bank balance, you'll end up wearing similar clothes, you'll end up eating similar meals, etc., etc. But Naughty Harriet, I know that Jim Rohn speaks about it a lot, but I couldn't 100% swear that quote was from him. But either way, who we spend time with has a massive effect. But what I found is people are starting to know about this quote. We understand the importance and we feel it within ourselves, how we feel where we're connected to people that support us and that we support, that we grow with, that we learn with, that we bond with, that we connect with, etc., etc., depending what connection or relationship it is. But what I really want to ask, especially outside of your loved ones and perhaps with your partners, do you lean on that tribe? When you're going through something difficult, do you ask for help? Do you ask for support? And I don't mean that you just kind of endlessly rant your life away and you tell everybody everything. Again, have conscious choices. Be selective in who you're sharing what you're sharing with. It might be a message for everybody. It might not be. It might be something that you want to share with a particular individual that you know can support you in that moment. But are you asking? Are you leaning in? Are you reaching out? That's funny. Are you leaning in? Are you reaching out to your tribe, to a friend, to a mentor, to a coach, to someone that can support you when you're going through something difficult. And of course, people, your tribe, but also perhaps a tighter circle to celebrate your wins with, to celebrate your progress, to talk, discuss, get empowered, inspired by different ideas that you have and the various stages of progression that you're going through. So again, it's both for all different sides of the coin: celebration, excitement, happiness, enthusiasm, inspiration, etc., but also for support when perhaps you're going through something tough, something that's frustrating, something that's sad, something that's painful, something that's making you feel like you're stuck, making you question yourself, making you doubt yourself. Make sure that you've got that tribe, but even more importantly, and the essence of this video is make sure that you reach out to them. Make sure that you lean into that support. People aren't mind readers. They have no idea what's going on inside of your mind. And sometimes we create these stories where we think they have an idea or we think they know more than they do, but more often than not, they don't. We don't. So reach out, be open, have that courage within yourself. This is part of leaning into your inner warrior. Have that courage within yourself to reach out. More often than not, it can be quite hard at first, especially if it's something challenging. It can be quite hard at first to share. Maybe something that you're celebrating too. You might be a little bit worried about fear of judgment for boasting or bragging or for whatever reason it might be. But in particular, when we're going through something hard, it might be hard. It might be hard to reach out to somebody and share what's wrong, share what's on your mind. But it can actually be one of the most powerful things that you can do. And more often than not, once we've done it, once we've shared, especially if we're doing it in an empowered and supportive space, we feel better. We already feel better just for sharing it. Now, there are times where perhaps we're not quite ready, and I've been there. Not as much lately. I'm very quick I've got a beautiful, beautiful circle of friends and connection that I reach out to, an amazing partner that I talk to. So very quickly these days, and it's something that's taken me time, I will reach out for support. But not too long ago, it is a few months now, but not too long ago, I think it was actually perhaps when I first started this channel again, so I don't even know how long ago. We can check on the videos if you're at all interested in that. Anyway, a little while ago I shared and expressed that I went through a really difficult period, and there was a moment of time, maybe for 1 or perhaps 1.5, 2 days, where I didn't want to reach out, and I wouldn't have been any good to anyone that I reached out to, because I just would have ranted and complained and been like, what? And I wasn't ready to kind of come out of it just yet. I wasn't ready to hear that support or advice. And as I say, nowadays, it didn't used to be, but nowadays that's quite rare for me. I used to sit in it for a long time, but nowadays that's quite rare for me. And I don't know if you're someone that can experience kind of pity parties or doubt yourself, question yourself, and kind of retreat, go into like avoidance mode. And as I say, I used to do it for much, much longer. And over time, I think Tony Robbins refers to it as your recovery period. But over time, I've been able to kind of go into those emotions, but also speed up the time that I return back to kind of a more grounded, more calm, more centered, everyday feeling. But as I say, when I went through that time, I just didn't feel like reaching out. And I understand that there are moments that you don't want to. And maybe even just allowing yourself, and that might sound weird, but just like allowing yourself to take that time, just sort of saying it to yourself, I don't want to speak to anyone right now. And that's okay. Just instead of kind of letting the emotion spiral down and fester further into your mind and the story to run deeper into, for you to feel more and more. Hope you got that sound effect. Just for you to feel more and more like gross inside of yourself. Even just acknowledging the way that you're feeling, like, I'm not feeling good right now. I don't want to reach out to anyone, and that's okay. Like just adding those 2 words, or maybe 3 if you say, and that's okay. That's okay. You just start to dissipate some of that feeling. You start to reduce perhaps what might be amplified if you stuck with, I don't feel good, I'm not in a great place, I don't want to talk to anyone. Like just by adding those 2 words on the end, we slightly lift it. I'm not saying it transports you into feeling amazing, but it just slightly lifts your mood. But as I say, as quickly as you can, get back into that space where you reach out to someone, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it's a little bit scary. If they're a good enough friend, they'll want to help you. They'll want to support you. They'll be grateful you reached out. In fact, don't you find that most people, when you say that you share something that you've gone through or something that you've experienced, you reach out and you tell someone, more often than not, what's their first response? Oh, I wish you told me. I wish I'd been there. Oh, I wish you'd let me know. Or they wrap up at the end and say, please no, if you ever go through anything like that, like just reach out, just talk to me. So people want to be there in the same way that you would want to be there for somebody else. But we just need to ask. They need to be asked, and we need to be asked if it's for us to provide that space. So this video is really about, yes, have a tribe. Who you spend time with, who you have conversations with is important. And you'll probably find that in varying levels, you know, your big communities that you might be a part of, your more intimate communities, and then perhaps your more inner circle of people that you really have those initial, more intimate personal conversations with. But either way, have those tribes, have and value who you're spending time with, who you're speaking to, but more importantly, lean into it. Yeah, don't just kind of watch it go by on social media or see a few WhatsApp group notifications popping up here and there. Like, lean into it, use that tribe, show up in that tribe, both actively as a contributor and as a supporter and as somebody that's there for others, but also when you need that support from others, step in and ask. And then last but not least, and it's slightly, I wouldn't say it's very controversial, but that's the word that just sprung to mind. But really just to think that yes, I really think it's important to have your tribe. I just spoke about the importance of having a tribe, about the importance of leaning into it. But the final message, and I for me personally, these kind of go hand in hand now, is the reminder that yes, like, I value my connections, I value my community, I value my tribe, I value my Wolfpack like so much. My coaches, mentors, close friends, close family, like close, beautiful beings that I get to be blessed with spending time with or having conversations or whatever it might be. But I spent way too much of my life kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say relying on other people, but just not taking full responsibility for myself. Like almost feeling like someone's going to show me the way. Someone's going to wave the magic wand. Someone's going to give me the golden goose and the magic opportunity. And I'm not saying that people don't provide those along your way, but I am saying that you need to show up and play your part in it. You need to take responsibility for your life. You need to take responsibility for who you are and what you're doing. And the more that we do that, along with a tribe, but the more that we do that, the more that you will find you build your confidence, you unleash your warrior within, you create this confident, happier, fulfilled, satisfied, beautiful, and of course, with all of the ebbs and flows that life naturally brings as a human, but you create a much more fulfilled and enjoyable life by really connecting within, unleashing your warrior and playing your part. Don't look out, don't blame, don't complain. I mean, there might be some conversations that you need to have, that you need to acknowledge. But again, just attacking someone or complaining isn't going to change it internally for you. You'll still have that feeling years down the line. So do whatever it is that needs to be done to heal, to let go, to lovingly accept yourself and take responsibility. Play your part in the process. Show up authentically from your core. And no matter what life's throwing at you through the good, the bad, we'll talk about that in another video, why I'm doing inverted commas, but the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, the beautiful, the blessings, the lessons, everything within life. Just remember that you are the commonality. You are the one commonality of every single area of your life. So whilst external tribe and support can be amazing, is amazing and super, super powerful, you need to play your part. You need to take responsibility and you need to show up for your results, your desires, your relationships, your finances, your business, your job, whatever it might be, etc., etc. Every area, but you need to play your part and show up. Unleash your warrior within and show up in every area. Really enjoyed sharing that. That was a fun video. I think it's super important. We're always told about having a tribe, but lean into your tribe. Ask. Yes. Celebrate. Share, but also reach out in those tough times. Maybe allow or acknowledge if you need to, but reach out in those tough times, and then play your part. Take responsibility for your life. No matter what the awesomeness is around you in the tribe that you have, play your part. I always say, develop as me, rise as we. And on that note, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Do comment below what you've taken away from it. And otherwise, I'll be back again, of course, next Wednesday with another video. Do pop that notification bell on to get your alert as to when that video is live. And if you're not already, but you're taking value from these videos, you are someone that wants to build your confidence, step fully into your power, unleash your warrior within, and speak up from live and virtual stages with confidence, then do subscribe to this channel for much more information and many more videos. Big love. And other than that, let's continue rising together.